Hello, and welcome back to the Stories of Northern Life podcast, brought to you by the Sault Ste. Marie Museum. I'm your host, Nicole, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the history of the tie plate. And so tie plates are a very unique thing to Sault Ste. Marie. Everywhere else, they are called pizzelles. This past Friday, I was asked by the Ermitage and Clark National Historic Site, or the Old Stone House, to give a talk on tie plates at their Fridays by the Fire. So I thought I would also share this story with you today here on the podcast. So here is the presentation that I gave to them. From Crustulum to tie plates, the journey of the world's oldest cookie to Sault Ste. Marie. Today I'm thrilled to take you on a delicious journey, a journey that starts thousands of years ago in ancient Rome and winds its way all the way here to Sault Ste. Marie, where a simple Italian cookie became a beloved local treasure with a very unusual name, the tie plate. By the end of our time together, you'll know why pizzelles are considered the oldest known cookie in the world, how they traveled across continents, and why the Sioux became the only place where these cookies earned a name inspired, not by a kitchen tool, but by a piece of railway hardware. Let's go back to ancient Rome. The earliest ancestor of the pizzelle was a small, lightly sweetened wafer known as Crustulum. These early cookies were cooked between hot metal plates and offered during festivals and celebration, a culinary practice that would survive through centuries. As centuries passed, this technique spread across Italy. By the Middle Ages, regions like Abruzzo began producing thin, crisp, beautifully patterned wafers we now call pizzelles, flavored with anise, lemon zest, or vanilla. These cookies became staples at weddings, feast days, and religious celebrations throughout Italy. Pizzelle irons of the time often carried family crests or ornate patterns, symbolizing good luck, fertility, or protection. As the centuries rolled on, pizzelles became deeply woven into the cultural fabric of Italy. In Abruzzo, they often mark Christmas or Easter. In Lazio and Molise, variations called ferratelle, novole, or cancelle developed. Each region had its own traditions, but the heart of the cookie remained. It was a symbol of home, family, and celebration. Generations passed down recipes and irons, treating pizzelles not just as a dessert, but as a family heirloom. Now fast forward to the late 19th and earliest 20th centuries. Waves of Italian immigrants began settling across North America, including right here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. The first Italians arrived in the Sioux around 1895, with a larger migration beginning in the early 1900s as Algoma steel and the railways expanded. Italian workers, many from Calabria, Abruzzo, the Marches, and Veneto, came seeking work and stability. They brought with them not just their labor, but their culture, and of course, their food traditions, including their cherished pizzelle. But there was a challenge. Pizzelle irons, heavy, cast iron, patterned devices, were nearly impossible to find in early 20th century Northern Ontario. Many immigrants arrived with only a small suitcase, often leaving their heavier household tools behind. So, what do you do when you want a taste of home, but you don't have the right tools? You improvise. And now, the story you've been waiting for, tie plates. Do you know how they got their name? It's truly a Sioux thing, found nowhere else on earth. Italian immigrants working at Algoma Steel and the Algoma Central Railway desperately missed their pizzelles. With no irons available locally, they turned to the very tools of their workplace: railway tie plates. The heavy steel plates used to secure rails to wooden ties. So if you can picture it, it's sort of a rectangle piece of metal, and on the back it had little ridges, and in between those the rails would sit, and then they would be those grooves would be able to hold the rail in place, and then from there you would nail in railway spikes, and those would go into the wooden ties. And if you are just listening on audio, you can Google pictures of railway ties to see what I mean. But if you are watching on video, I will throw some pictures up so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. Workers would heat the tie plates, press dough between them, and cook thin, crisp wafers right on the metal, creating a uniquely local industrial adaptation of the ancient Italian cookie. And so we have a pizzelle maker here, and it's a little bit later, so this is actually a proper pizzelle maker. But the press itself is in a rectangular shape. So I'll be throwing up some different pictures of pizzelle irons here so you can get an idea of what the traditional ones look like compared to what one of the tie plate ones, how that would sort of compare. So you can see some of them were rectangular, and you just had the rectangular piece of metal and then some long handlebars attached to it, just so that your hands were away from that hot piece of metal. And it basically worked just like a waffle iron, except it would press the dough a lot thinner, so that you get more of that crispy wafer cookie rather than that fluffy waffle. And so just like that, the name was born. Pizzelles to the world, tie plates to the Sioux. These makeshift irons left distinctive impressions on the dough, giving the cookies a rustic, handmade appearance. And even though modern pizzelle irons later became widely available, the name tie plate stuck and remains as part of Sault Ste. Marie's identity. Just think of anything else in the Sioux. They try to change names of things or change things around, and we are very reluctant with change here in the Sioux, so we will often stick to the original name. And now getting back to our story. So we have our tie plates here, but don't try asking for tie plates in Toronto or especially Italy. They'll have no idea what you mean. But ask in the Sioux and you'll get a smile, a story, and probably a cookie. And on the contrary, try asking for a pizzelle in the Sioux, and you may be met with confusion. For us, it is simply tie plates. You can sometimes find them in grocery stores, and in the grocery stores, they will be called pizzelles. And so there you can find a whole bunch of different flavors. So not just the traditional anise flavor that we're sort of used to here in the Sioux, but also vanilla, like the original cookies were flavored with, but also dulce de leche, so like a caramel flavor. And then we have maple, very Canadian, and a few other varieties to try some. So you can go to I think any grocery store. I found them at Metro. You can go up and find them in the bakery section and try out some of the different flavors, or even better, have homemade ones from all of our local bakeries. Today, tie plates are more than a cookie. They're a symbol of ingenuity in the face of hardship. the blending of Italian tradition with Canadian industry, and the unique cultural identity of Sault Ste. Marie. They are cherished during the holidays, family gatherings, and celebrations, flavored traditionally with anise, just as they were in Abruzzo centuries ago. Whether you have Italian heritage or not, Thai plates belong to the entire community. From ancient Roman wafers to medieval pizzelles, to immigrant luggage, to the factory floors of Algoma Steel, and finally to the kitchens of Sault Ste. Marie. The Thai plate cookie tells a remarkable story of resilience, tradition, and local pride. So I hope you learned a little piece of Sioux history, something that is entirely local. Do you have any memories of maybe your parents, grandparents, or anything making these cookies, especially with the old railway ties? Do you have any of the actual old railway tie presses? We'd love to see pictures of them, and if you don't know what to do with it, you can always consider donating it to the museum. But even if you just can share these stories with us, consider sending your story in. You can always email me at nicole@siouxmuseum.ca. So once again, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for listening. Bye.
Did you know you can get unlimited admission to the Sault Ste. Marie Museum for a whole year for just $15? Yep, that's right, and there's more perks to that too. Go to Sault Museum, that's SAULT museum.ca, under Visit and learn more about our membership options. And if you're a business, corporate or nonprofit, we have plans for you too. Reach out to us by emailing info@saultmuseum.ca with any inquiries.